All right, now today we're about to learn how to do upside down push-ups on these Parallette bars, and I'm about to show you. And no, I ain't gonna take another 11 or 13 years to respond back. I've just been busy. Now, what I was doing before I start doing, I just was be honest with you, I just was doing this stuff like this. So I was learning how to hold my body up. So I just was standing just like this for a while. That actually will get you the strength that you need to hold your body up. So actually when I started doing this for a while like this, I started going down, pushing up. Going down, pushing up. For safety purposes, you might want to put a pillow or something here. Because I'm telling you now, if you go like this and you go forward, you're going to fall on your face and that's going to hurt really, really bad, especially if you land on these metal bars. So you don't want to land on these metal bars. Excuse me. Now, another thing I started doing was actually V shapes. But when I started off doing them, I couldn't go straight up in the air. I didn't start it actually on these Parallette bars. I actually started on the ground with my hands. But after a while, I ordered some of these because I wanted to start doing some calisthenic training. So I ordered some of these. Now, what I had done, I was swinging my body, to be honest with you. Like, for example, when I got on these, it was a lot different from being on the ground using my hand. Because I used to do it on my fingers like this. I turn my fingers backwards, like I'll show you for a prime example. I used to do these with my fingers. This. So that's how I started, really, to be honest with you. But when I got to these, it was different because I wasn't using my fingers, because I got a lot of strength in my fingers in the grip. But I was using just, holding on to something. So it was kind of like different. And I started training in chairs too. That's another thing. But anyways, before I was able to hold my body like that in an angle like this, like how my arm is bent, I started doing this right here. And see how long could I hold that for and then go back? You know what I mean? I don't do nothing to strain my muscles. And people's like wonder why I don't powerlift no more. Powerlifting, I went through too many injuries in powerlifting and I learned a lot from it. So I don't do that no more like I used to. I do it, but not as much. But anyways, so I started doing these forward like this and kept on doing that until I started getting the lower part of my body strong. Some people might be able to get this maybe within 3 to 6 months if you do it every other day, because you need your body to rest. It's all about trying to work out every day. Look, you'll find out when you get older. All that wear and tear and stuff takes a toll on your body, so you'll find out. So you might want to give your body some rest. I try to do that Bruce Lee stuff, but I went beyond what he was doing. I was working out sometimes for 12 hours a day, and that was 7 days a week for 12 hours a day, and I did that for like almost 2 years or close to 3 years straight, matter of fact, man, every day. Even sometimes when I didn't feel good, I was sick, I still forced myself. And I even got a journal too, to show people too. I'll show a video of that too, just to show proof that I really was working out that much. Yeah, like 12 hours a day. And at the same time, it just was no good for me. It just was putting a lot of stress on me, and it just was tearing my body up because I was having so many injuries, and it was easy to get them because I wasn't letting my body rest and heal and stuff. But anyway, let's start talking about that. But yeah, now to start doing upside down push-ups on these Parallette bars. Now this is the thing that is a little bit tricky thing, is actually to get your body to go straight up in the air like that. Okay, now what I started doing was swinging. I started going like this. That's what I was doing. Because like I said, get your shoulder strong and your grip strong. I mean, your forearm strong. So you want to get your shoulder strong and your forearm strong. You definitely need your grip strong too as well. But that's what I was doing. I kept on going like that, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So I could get my lower part of my body strong, because that's what you really need, is really your lower part of the body. Some people think like, oh, it's your balance, it's your balance, it's your balance. Look, I've been doing the same thing. And I tell you now, it's not only your balance, man. You know what I mean? You need some strength to do this stuff. And if people are like, oh, no, you don't need this. Look, man, you need strength to do this stuff. You're not just going to do it just one day wake up and say, I'm just going to do this. It doesn't work like that. So you're going to need strength. Move, my man. Move, boy. Move, so I can do this video. Move. Go ahead, go. That was my dog. He likes bothering me. But, yeah, I forgot what I was saying now. But anyways, that's the thing about it, and that's what you have to learn when it comes down to that. So don't believe that stuff when people be like, oh, you know, you don't need strength to do that. Look, man, you need some strength. If you can't lift your own body weight, you're gonna have a problem. So I'm letting you know that from the door. So don't think that you're gonna be able to accomplish this without lifting your own body weight. So my whole thing is, you might want to start doing some push-ups like these on here, because this is what you're gonna need mostly. Is a bunch of these push-ups. So do a good bit of these. Don't do them in reps. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then stop. Then don't do that. You understand what I'm saying? You're just wasting your time. And I tell people, you want to get in shape like a bodybuilder, and go on ahead. You know what I mean? That's your thing. I don't get into much bodybuilding. When I was a kid, I always did want to be a bodybuilder. And then my dad kept on telling me, he's like, them people ain't really strong. They're strong, but they really ain't that strong, because they do repetitions. You know what I mean? And they drink a lot of water and protein shakes and all the other stuff just to get big and bulky, and the majority of the muscles is mostly filled up with water. And then that's why I started powerlifting, because I knew powerlifters were stronger than bodybuilders, and bodybuilders just for all show. And I'm not putting out no bodybuilder, not like that, because I like bodybuilding, and for real, I love bodybuilding. But the whole thing was, I just knew there was a difference. Don't get me wrong, there is some bodybuilders out there strong as hell. You know what I mean? There is some. But I'm just being honest with you, like, if you take the powerlifting and the strongman's competition, you put them against all the bodybuilders that won the Olympic medals or whatever, they will lose against the powerlifters. And that's a fact. Even small powerlifter they would lose against. Because powerlifting is totally different from bodybuilding. And to me, if you want to get into working out, I think that you should actually do both, because when you're bodybuilding, you're limiting yourself really to strength, because you're taking light weights and you're doing repetition over and over and over and over. If you really want to get some strength, don't do reps, man. You know, if you want to do reps, then go ahead. You know, if you want to get a little chisel cut up or whatever, then go ahead and do reps. But if you want some strength, man, just keep on doing it till your body get tired. And then come back, do it again. Keep on doing it till your body get tired. And then eventually, if you want to start doing reps, then go ahead and start doing reps. But just keep on doing it till your body get tired. That's how you actually gain a lot of strength. Because you ain't let your body get, stop at like number 10, and then after you stop at number 10, you'll be like, well, take a break for a quick second and then get back at it. So just don't do that, because you just really, be honest with you, you're just wasting your time. So I don't do stuff like that. But anyways, now that's what I was doing so I could get my body strong. I did that for a while now. But like I said, I always had lower body strength before I even started doing this. So for beginners, it's probably going to be a lot harder for beginners, because you're going to have to build up a lot of lower body strength. I mean, a lot. Like, this stuff doesn't happen overnight, I'm telling you. So you might want to try that. Now, after you get this swinging motion going, after when you get that going, you eventually will be able to hold your body like this. And eventually, when you ever hold your body like that, that will get you to a point that you'll be able to rise your body up in the air. Before I started doing that, for example, like, I could come from this V shape like this and go straight up in the air. But for beginners, go to a wall and do this. And I'm gonna take these by a wall just to show you. Don't do this unless you're by a wall, and make sure you're by a wall that actually you're not gonna fall through, like a plaster wall drywall. Make sure, and if it is a plaster wall drywall, just make sure that you put some cushion or something like that, because if you're too close to the wall, your body might go through the wall, especially if the wall weak. So you don't want to do that. But I'm gonna tell you this, and it happened to me. And a lot of people on here don't tell you this, and that's why I think it's funny, because a lot of people that's using these Parallette bars, they don't tell you the safety thing about these bars. They'll tell you, oh, go try this and go try this, and you wind up on your face and you wind up with stitches. I'm telling you this now. Before you try to go upside down on these bars, your arms, one of your arms sometimes will give out. It could be your right, it could be your left. So when you're pushing upside down and one of your arms give out, you're coming strictly down on your face. So the best thing you could do is put a pillow here. I'm telling you, for safety thing, put a pillow here. And I'm gonna show you where I put a pillow at. I don't use a pillow no more because I could do this now, but when I first started off, when I didn't put a pillow here, like I got lucky though. Because when I came down, right, I actually landed like this on the bar. So my shoulder actually hit the bar. And my shoulder hit the bar, I would have landed on my head right here. You know what I mean? That's because my body was getting tired too. And there's nothing you could do while you up in the air like that and your body get tired and your muscles just give out, you're coming back down. So I'm letting you know this. Put a pillow here. If you want your face, if you want stitches, like, put a pillow here, because this could save a lot of injuries. But anyways, that's what I started doing. But like I tell you, start doing a good bit of these. Don't do more reps. Keep your body straight. Do a good bit of these. Okay? Now after you get some of that, because you actually get your triceps and all this in the back strong, so you definitely need it. So I'm going to take these bars on this other side, and on this other side, I'm going to show you how to start going up in the air on these, which is pretty easy. It's not hard. So just remember the first steps now to actually get that strength. You have to do that. You need this right here to get strong. For real, you need that. You know what I mean? And it's not only forward, you need it backwards, because when you want to start doing a V shape like this and then going strictly straight up in the air. And when I say V shape, the people's like, well, you was in an L shape, you was in a V shape. Well, I know a V shape is straight up in the air like that, but I'm just showing you is the movement of to get your body up in the air and actually holding your body even in an L shape or even in a V shape. It's gonna give you strength regardless. You know what I mean? It's just, I'm just showing you is how to gain that strength. Because a lot of people just tell you on the internet, they'll be like this, well, just hold your body like this for a long time, but they're not telling you is that you have to gain strength first. You have to gain strength, meaning is you have to practice with your own body weight, or get some weights and start working out your shoulders a lot. But if you're doing calisthenic training, I wouldn't use weights. You know what I mean? Just use your body weight and you should be fine. If you're overweight, then you might want to slim down some before you start trying this. I don't know too many people that's overweight doing things on Parallette Bars, so I don't know. But I'm gonna take you on this other side, and I'm gonna show you some more. But like I said, man, it took me a while to get where I'm at. And like I said, I've been working out for a while now, but I'm gonna show you a little bit more. I don't have that much room, so hopefully this could actually work right here. It should be enough view. See the bars? Here, let me move this back some. Let me see now, because I don't got that much room. See the bars? Yeah. Now, Well, I was telling you about the pillow thing. I was putting a pillow like right here at the top of the board. So I'm gonna show you. This is what I was doing. So I put the pillow like right. My fault. I suck with this camera stuff, but that's where I was putting the pillow at. The distance from the wall is not that much. So, you know, ain't that much distance from the wall. But yeah, that was where I was putting the pillow at. There you go. Now, you could get some gloves to do this if you want to. You don't have to, but if your hands, you know, gets a lot of moisture, you might want to. But if your hands is dry, then you're okay. If you don't got good grip, you could get grip gloves to do this. Now, I'm gonna show you step by step of what to do. We're gonna make sure. Now, what I have done was, like I was telling you, was before I started going up in the air, I was going like this with my body. So I was standing on my head and I was going like this. Now, I did that for a while just to get that balance. Now, you could start off without these bars doing a headstands. And I would say not a hand stance, a head stance, because you're on your head, they're using you for support and the balance. Now, what I have done, I was doing that for a while, and then after that, I just stopped doing that. But anyways, after when you have to do that for a while, you will start getting that little balance thing that you actually need when you be up in the air, because your body will trying to go the opposite way, but you don't want. So I started practicing that. Now, to get that strength, that upside down strength, and I told you doing the push-ups like that on the board will get your strength. Now, to able to do it upside down, you might want to start doing a couple of these. Now, like I told you, be careful with your wall, because you don't want to replace your wall. So if you're heavy, don't do this. And don't do this with shoes on, because you won't have marks on your wall. So another thing I'm telling you, just don't do it too hard too, because you won't have holes in your wall. So whatever you do, just be careful. And once again, is put a pillow here. You want your face. So go up like this on the wall, right? Get there and do a bunch of these. And why I do them like that and set it straight up down? Because I'm working on an angle strength. It's an angle. If I did this strictly straight up, right, then I'm working on just my shoulder strength. See, my whole thing is I'm going to focus on going on an angle, because when you go up in the air, more stress is on the angle. When you get up in the air, it's easy because you're strictly straight up. But when your body rising or trying to go up in the air, you need that diagonal strength. That's when your body's like this. Then when your body's strictly straight up like this. That's what I don't know if I'm trying to build my arm like that, but then being straight up like this. So when your body's like this, you gain a lot more strength, because you got to hold your body like that. So when you're like this, you're not really holding your body, because your shoulders and everything is locked, unless you're halfway in between. And you gain a lot of strength like that too if you learn how to start doing that. But like I was saying, is I started doing that as well to get my forearm strong, and plus my side arm muscles on the side. I don't know too much about the things of the muscles, but I just know I work on mostly. But I know some of them, but not all of them. But that's what I was doing. Now, after when I started doing that, I started go back to the side again. Get your pillow. And then I move the bars back up. And before I start going from V shapes, I'm gonna show you that I could literally go from a V shape straight up in the air like that. But this is what I started actually doing. My hands are starting to sweat, so I need some gloves. And I got these old rusty fireman gloves, but hey, they work. They help me from falling on my face or slipping. But yeah, what I did was I'll come right here, and it's you don't get me wrong, it is kind of like scary, because just the only thing you're thinking that you're gonna fall on your face. You're gonna fall on your face, so that's the only thing that goes in your mind over and over and over. Like, man, I'm gonna fall on my face. Yeah, I know, I was scared too, but you got a pillow here, so if you do land, you will land on a pillow. The bigger the pillow is, the better it is. You know what I mean? Even if you got a long cushion, you can lay right between these bars. Like, if you lay a long cushion or something like that, perfect. Because if you lay anywhere between here, you're okay. But I'm just telling you, don't fall against the wall. Only way I tell you to go against the wall, because if you do fall, you won't hit the ground too hard. You understand what I'm saying? And if you do go backward, you might be able to stop yourself with the wall and kick this way, so you will fall back where you came from. But just be careful around the wall, because you will put a hole in the wall. So just don't say, well, somebody was on the video was telling me how to do this, and no, so you cannot blame me, because I'm trying to tell you, be careful when you be around the wall. But anyways, so what I have done was, after when I was doing these straight things, like, you know, like that, I was showing you on the other side. Now, when I started going up in the air, now, you got to have a little bit of strength for this. Like, some people just will rock themselves right up in the air. To me, I just, you know, I started doing that after when I started doing my little L stance or V stance or whatever. And then that's when I started going strictly straight up in the air. But when I got to this point right here, and I was able to push myself straight up in the air like this, that's all I needed. So when I came back down like this, I'll push myself back up. I'll come back down like this, and I'll push myself back up. And I'll let myself down real slow. Now, in order to gain that, you have to keep on doing that to gain that strength. You're going to be scared the first time when you do it. So I recommend you not to push straight up in the air until you're able to hold your body like that, because you're going to need a lot of strength in these fingers right here. Mostly in these fingers. It's not too much going to be in this finger. It's mostly going to be in here, all up in here, in this part of your hand. Because when you're holding on to them bars, most of your grip is in here. It's not mostly in here. That's like when you're shaking somebody's hand, and it took me a while to figure this out. I thought my grip was in here, you know what I mean? No, this is actually your closing part right here. This is where your grip is at right here. So when you go grip somebody's hand, if you give them a right hand shake, your hand should meet up in here. If it meets right here, you're just squeezing this part of the hand. But it's harder to squeeze somebody's hand while your hand is connected up in here, because you're using more of this strength right here. And people don't understand is this 3-finger ninja turtle thing. You might want to get strong. So actually, I work these fingers actually a lot, even like doing push-ups or picking up weights and holding them with like 2 fingers like this. So actually, I did a lot of that strength training like that to get the fingers strong like that. And my wrist, I started doing that thing with Bruce Lee. I got some weights right here, matter of fact. These little popper things I started on. I don't go side to side. I'll be honest with you. I had carpal tunnel in my wrist, man, when I was doing that. Because I was watching Bruce Lee taking the weights like this and going side to side like this. And I thought it was a good thing. It's not a good thing, man. That's a bad thing. You destroy your wrist. Your wrist is not meant to hold weight like that. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna hold it like that because it's gonna eventually start destroying my wrist. It's not meant to do that. So just take some dumbbells. Make sure the weight is even on both sides. That's just. I think Bruce, when he was doing this, I know that he was having wrist problems. Because any person that does that is going to tell you the same thing. You're going to wind up getting wrist problems. Because there's a lot of weight stressing on one side and just sitting there going this side, and you figure you're just tearing this up in it. But yeah, I don't have that carpal tunnel no more because what I did was I got some real dumbbells and I started doing it, even though it was hurting really, really bad on man. It was hurting so bad. But I just kept on doing it, kept on doing these little pop-ups like this. Now you could do these. You know what I mean? I don't go all the way down here and hold it like this and then do it like this because I'm not destroying my wrist once again. And people say, well, your wrist will get strong like that. Well, yeah, your wrist will get strong like that. But you're going to have arthritis and all the other problems with your wrist. I'm not trying to have that. Like I said, I had carpal tunnel in my wrist, and I worked that out. A lot of people say, well, you can't work that out. I work mine out because I don't have that problem no more. And if I could show you my paper from my doctor's office, which I don't have no more, which probably was like 7 years ago or 10 years ago, something like that. But I don't have that paper no more. But I started doing these to get my wrist strong. And plus, like I told you, for that or whatever. Now, this is when I started doing from these so-called V shapes to going straight up in the air. Now this is when you start doing this, you're gonna be real happy when you start doing this because you're gonna say to yourself, you're gonna be like, man, I did it. I did it. All right. Now, sometimes when I do this, I got to think about this. All right, so you ready? So I'll come up in the air like this, and I'll go straight up in the air like this, and I'll push my stuff straight up. And then when I come back down, I'll try to go down real slow and try to hold myself and go back up in the air like that. So if you notice, the whole time when I was doing that, there's a lot of strength that you have to have. And when I did that V shape, whatever, my feet did not touch that wall whatsoever. And I can't show you this way because there's a bench behind me. So I cannot show you that way, but I won't let my feet touch that wall. If you want your feet to touch the wall to help you with support, go right on ahead because you're a beginner. And you're a professional, you should not have to put your feet against the wall. But yeah, I know you seem like you're tired. Well, I was doing stuff way before actually I start showing this video. But that's another thing is when you actually do that or whatever, your body will actually start gaining more strength. So I'm gonna show you one more time from that V stance thing and going straight up in the air. And now the reason why I'm showing you on this side than the other side, because I'm showing people for the beginners on how to do this so they don't get hurt against the wall. So if I show you this without being against the wall, and then you'll be doing it without the wall behind you, and I don't want to see you get hurt. You know what I mean? I don't want to see anybody get hurt doing this. So I'm gonna show you how to do it without getting hurt. And just make sure a pillow right here could be your best friend. Remember that, a pillow could be your best friend. If you fall on your shoulder, hey, your shoulder's okay. Your shoulder get covered up from your shirts and stuff like that. But your face is a different story. So you know what I mean? So be very careful when it comes onto your face. So I'm gonna show you again how to do this. Come up from the V angle and come straight up in the air like that. I'll show you again. Just like this. And go straight up in the air like this. And just push straight up. And then when you come back down, hold your body weight. Go back up in here. And just like that. Now, I don't know if you want to do that and come back up. If you want to, go ahead. You know what I mean? I do it once in a while. I do it like twice back to back like that. But sometimes I don't because I got other workouts and stuff I'll be wanting to do. So I don't want to burn out my arms while I'm doing that. You know, because at the end of the day, you want to achieve other things. So, but now you know how to do actually upside down push-ups on these bars, and it's very easy. So when you get in that angle upside down and you want to learn how to start doing no push-ups, like I said, a wall could be your best friend, or you get if you have somebody like your brother, your sister, or friend, cousin, you know, whoever you chose to be around, or if they want to work out with you, whatever, get them to stand on this side, so if you start going that way, they can push you back, you know what I mean? But yeah, so when you up in the air like this, you can do how many you want of these. So hopefully you achieve that and get good in everything you do, you know, and I wish you luck, and I wish you a lot of strength and good health, because a lot of people doesn't care about other people, but you got to have some feelings somewhere. But now you know how to do upside down push up on these bars, which is pretty easy. This take a lot of training and dedication, so as long as you have that, you'll be okay. Now I'm gonna make more videos on how to do different things, stuff that bodybuilders and powerlifters don't even know, man. And you only can really achieve this stuff by doing this, by developing injuries or making up your own thing. And I like making up my own thing, but now you know how to do upside down push-ups on these Parallette bars. And now the ones I got was these ones. These ones you'll like. It's these ones right here. So you see the name on them. Moving closer. I got these off of Amazon. When I got these, I think I paid like I know it was no more than $80. I'm pretty sure it was no more than $80. But these things are sturdy, man. They can hold a lot of weight, so you get any Parallette bars, make sure you get something that's sturdy. Look at the reviews, because you don't want to be on anything and just move and bow, you be on your face or something on your back or whatever. But make sure you do your research when you buy these. Just don't buy the cheap ones and say, well, I'm trying to save money. Saving money can have you in the hospital as well, and your hospital bill will be higher than what you was about to pay for these. So make sure you get some sturdy ones now. You know what I mean? Something that you know it's not gonna collapse or fold on you. And that's why I got these ones, because these ones was recommended, and they've been holding up and they proved their points, and they're very, very strong. I'm telling you, they're very strong. So got them off of Amazon. Go on Amazon. There's where you'll get them from. Now my next thing is I haven't been trying it. It actually is going straight up in the air on a single board, which is probably be a lot more harder thing. I never too much tried it. I tried it a couple times, but I really didn't too much get into it. I'm pretty sure if I wanted to achieve it, I could, because everything that I do, I wind up becoming real good at it. So, but yeah. Now, my next video is probably going to be on something like this, but probably something different. So it's probably going to be calisthenic training. So when I do make my next video is probably going to be doing with your lower part of your body, is getting your abs strong and your sides, elites, and all the other stuff. So that's probably going to be my next video. I'll show you or whatever. But like I said, it have taken me a while to get my body into position that it's in now. Like I told people, it doesn't happen overnight. I don't take supplements. I don't take protein drinks and all the other crazy stuff. I don't do none of that stuff. I mean, that's other people do. That's their liking. That's what they do. I don't do none of that. I get up in the morning. I eat blackberries, raspberries, bananas. I drink like fruit shakes. Like for example, if they all like bananas, blueberries, blackberries, strawberries. You know, all mixed together. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So I'll drink something like that, but stuff that's you buy at the store and like protein shakes and or just mixing stuff together and all the other stuff. I'm all natural, man. I don't take none of that stuff for real. Back in the day, I tried protein bars. Didn't work out for me. I don't understand about protein bars for real, for real. Um, Energy drinks, I tried those. I don't know why I was drinking those to be honest with you, because I got enough energy, but I thought they would maybe help me out and work those energy drinks. It's a waste of time. Protein drinks, I drink those, but at the same time is when I did drink those, and like I tell you, it wasn't a protein drinks that you usually buy from the store. I was making my own, and this was like way before I really like start really going hard on working out. So when I did make them, I was falling into Bruce Lee thing when he was making his protein drinks. And then after a while, when I started drinking them drinks, I started to notice that them drinks was making me feel weaker the next day more than anything. And I know you thinking like weaker, like huh? Like yeah, weaker for some reason. Like if I didn't drink the protein drinks, I could go down in the basement and I could actually deadlift a lot of weight and do all that other stuff. But soon when I drink them drinks, I don't know for some reason it just feel like it was making me weaker than making me stronger. So like I said, it's like now I don't do like don't drink protein drinks, and I never took any type of over the counter sentiments or nothing like that. Like people be doing pills or whatever they take, whatever. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not into the GMC thing and over the counter drugs just to cheat my way through life. And some people are like, that's not cheating. Well, to me, you're taking something. If you're taking something and it's not natural to order to get where you're going, you're literally, it's called cheating. That's why steroids can't be used in any type of athletics because it's a performance enhancer. It's a drug. So it's like, it really makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. And that's what's wrong with a lot of people. Even some of these bodybuilders that won the Olympia, uh, strong, not the strongman thing, but the bodybuilding thing, the Arnold Schwarzenegger won that thing, and he said, well, he did steroids too, and he did them before he got into the competitions, and he stopped doing so. They test you, it won't show up. Well, they should have took his stuff away too because he actually, not to put him down, but that's considered cheating, right? Marianne, the runner, she was using enhancement performer for running. I think her name Marianne Green or Jones or whatever her name was, the runner. And remember they took her medals away? Well, look at all these people that started in the 70s and the 60s and the 50s and probably beyond when steroids was big. So how many people cheated to get that? So a lot of these people that you see now that's winning this Olympia thing with this bodybuilding things, these people's not natural people that's winning this. These people are cheating where they getting where they going. They're using stuff. Supplements, like think about that stuff. That stuff blows you up, man. You know what I mean? And it's not good for your body. I don't care what anybody say. What bodybuilder did you know that lived to be old? You won't hear too many bodybuilders living to be old. You understand what I'm saying? It takes a lot of toll on your body. And don't get me wrong, like I told you, I like bodybuilding, but it's just what some bodybuilders do. I just can't do. I refuse to do that. You know what I mean? I'd rather be small and strong and be unpredictable than looking big and notice. And people like, oh, I guess he is strong because he's big, but really not. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I'll lift a lot of people that actually bigger than me, man. I'm talking about bigger than me. I'm talking about like people like 6'4", 6'5", and I'm only 5'9", so that's telling you something. So I'll lift a lot of people who is actually bigger than me, man. You know what I mean? So it's not about size. Don't believe that. Oh, the taller you are, the more you can lift. Look, that's
That's bullshit. I know people was shorter than me that bench more than me. You understand what I'm saying? And even deadlift more than me because they were shorter. You know what I mean? So don't think that shit because somebody's tall, they're stronger than you. That's not always true. So don't believe that. But I'll just show you how to start doing these upside down push-ups on these bars. And you know, I'm gonna make more videos or whatever. If you like this video, you can hit the like, you can subscribe. You know, I don't really don't say that too much on my videos because my whole thing is in like people be like they're desperate or something like that. You know what I mean? I like showing people things. You know what I mean? If you like my video, you like my videos. That's what's up. You know, if you want to subscribe, you want to subscribe. That's what's up. You know what I mean? That's what's up. But if you don't, you know, I ain't no hater. You know what I mean? A lot of people were like, you know, you watched my video, you know, you didn't like it, you didn't subscribe, and just like posting something on the Facebook and you got friends on her or your best friend on her, and you always say, oh, you know, when they post pictures, like, oh, I like your pictures, and then one day they post a picture and then you didn't hit the like or whatever, and they turn around and was like, well, I've been posting pictures. You don't say you don't hit the like on my picture, nothing like that. That's just, you know what I mean? That's petty, man. That's straight out, it's petty. Who cares? If you do it, you do it. You don't, you don't. You know what I mean? It just, if you do it, thank you. You know what I mean? That's what the people understand is, you know, they don't tell you that. You know what I mean? They just tell you, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I'm not demanding you. You know what I mean? That's what people does, like demand people. Like stop demanding people. You know what I mean? Let people choose if they want to. You know, if they like you, they like your video, they like it. They'll hit the like. If they want to subscribe, they'll subscribe. But demanding people, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you know. Like I said, is like when it comes down to stuff like this, you know, if you like it, you like it. That's what's up. You know, if you want to subscribe, you subscribe. That's what's up. I'll just show you more. You know what I mean? There's other people out there doing things like this too, on making videos. They might be doing it differently than what I am, but I'm just showing you from these people that started just making YouTube videos now. I'm gonna be honest with you. I made my YouTube videos in 2007. YouTube came out in 2005. So that's telling you, I have a lot of seniority on YouTube more than a lot of these other people that got way more videos than I do and stuff like that. Like I told you, I just been doing things and I didn't have time to make more videos. If I would have been doing that, I would have had a lot of videos on her. But like I said, and at the time when I started doing YouTube videos, there was a lot of people on there would really piss you off. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of haters on her at the time when YouTube first came. I don't know about now, but I know at the time there was a lot of them. I really didn't let nobody get to me not like that, but at the same time is, you know what I mean, like I'll tell you about yourself, especially if you're out there trying to say that you're doing this and you're doing that and doing this and you don't have no proof on it, but you're just saying it. It's just don't talk about it. You understand what I'm saying? Keep it to yourself, because the people's going to say prove it. People want to see proof these days. They don't. People could care less what you say. You know what I mean? Prove it. So that's the same thing is when it comes down to just working out things, like I try to prove things and I try to show people the safety as well behind it is so you won't wind up getting no injuries. And I'm telling you right now, go right now, research these Parallette bars, right? And research how to do upside down push-ups on. And you more likely won't have a person tell you about what could happen being on these bars, the bad things. So I'm just letting you know is keep a pillow around, man. Keep a pillow around when you. I don't care if you become a professional. You understand what I'm saying? Time to time, when I wake up in the morning and my body's not feeling it, I'll grab this pillow because I don't got time to be landing on my face and being in the hospital. You know what I mean? You will land on this metal. It will split your face open, your forehead, or whatever you land on. So be very, very careful. I know you're like, man, you're stressing out so much about this. I just don't want to see nobody get hurt. So just be very careful. But yeah, I'm gonna go on with my day because I got other little workout things I have to do, and I got so much stuff to do during this day, man. But I'm gonna make another video, and next video. But like I said, it will be more like on a workout. More likely might be on a lower part of my body, but I'm not sure. But it might be. But if it doesn't, it'll be on these boards. But I got a lot of things to show you, and hopefully this helps you out and you gain a lot of strength. You know what I mean? You'd be like Bruce Lee. It's like, no. You'd be better than Bruce Lee. It's like, no. We'll stop that because a lot of fans will be like, man, you talking about Bruce? Like, man, no, I love Bruce, man. If you throw for, I love Bruce. Bruce is the man. That's why everything that I do, I didn't try to mimic him because mimicking doesn't get you nowhere. I just try to watch everything he was doing and try to do it better. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But at the same time, it's like you want to be better than that person, your idol. You know what I mean? You don't want to be like them. You want to be better than them. So, if you can, whoever you like is your idol, try to be better than them, man. You know what I mean? Don't try to be like them. You know, mimicking things just don't get you nowhere. You know, mimic yourself. Don't mimic people. You know, but thank you for watching this video, though. And, you know, leave a comment below. I will respond back. It won't take me 11, 12, 13 years because a lot of people was on me about that. Like, man, you finally respond back? Like, yeah, I finally respond back. But, yeah, but it ain't gonna take me that long. I'll respond back or whatever because I'm gonna start making a lot of videos or whatever, get back into this. I never stopped working out. It's not like I just stopped making videos. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna get back into it. And if you like this video, you could choose if you want to. You know, you hit the like, you hit subscribe. If you do, that's what's up. If you don't, hey, it's still fine with me. You still come back and still watch my videos if you like to. You know what I mean? If you don't want to watch them, you don't want to watch them. You know, there's other people got videos out there probably doing the same thing. You know what I mean? Probably differently. You know, I don't know. Like I said, it's like whatever you like, you know. Peace, y'all.